us know. Don't want to use it, we won't there. Okay, right. Okay, so it is an assessment. So as I said, very laid back. So if you do kind of go, oh, I'm not sure what I should be talking about right now, that's fine. Just give me a shout, because we can stop and we can restart sections, because obviously it's in section A to D, which we've gone through. Okay. Assessments, and it says very serious when I say this, but you've got the right to appeal any decision made by an assessor. So it's just to make sure that you're aware of your rights with that. I'll be taking my camera off and putting my mute on, but I'm just there in the background. We've seen the assessor grid that I'm going to be using. So I'll give you some quick feedback, obviously, so that you can relax this morning, and then I'll officially send the feedback through to you on the written format that is part of your lab. So just start when you're ready.
Okay. Okay, so let's start. Okay, hi Christy. Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you, Nia. How are you?
I'm doing very well. It's nice to see you today. It's been great having talks with you, and I'm so happy that you decided to go ahead with this change you would like to bring into your lifestyle. So today, Christy, as you know, I'm just going to go through some, just getting to know you better kind of discussion today. So I would like to understand a little bit more about you, and then we will see how we can do this right for you, get your goals, get them going for you, and spread them out over short term, medium term, and long term. So how does this sound to you?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Great. So before I proceed with the questions and just getting to know you better, Christy, I would just like to understand that you had filled in your PAR-Q like a health questionnaire last time. Is there any changes or anything new which has happened from then to now?
No, everything's still relevant and the same.
Perfect. That's great then. So as per that, because you answered no to all the questions in PAR-Q, you are at a very, as per my risk classification, you are at a low risk and you're
Okay, good.
apparently healthy. So that's looking great,
Good.
and that's a good green light to go ahead.
Perfect. That's what we want.
Yes, absolutely. And another thing that was, well, we have done some tests, some fitness screening tests, and you had shared your height and weight. So with that, I took your BMI, and that is your body mass index measurement. And very happy to tell you that you are perfectly in the healthy range, which is 24.
Perfect, thank you. That's good.
So that's great as well. You're looking in great shape, and your resting heart rate, the blood pressure which we have taken is absolutely in the healthy range. It's 120 over 77, which is absolutely fine. And you are in perfect shape to get going. How does
Perfect.
that make you feel good?
Yeah, I'm excited to get going now. That's good. Yeah.
That's great. Okay. So, Christy, so now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go through a couple of, questions to know you better about your lifestyle, your work, your, personal barriers,
Hmm.
and why are you making these changes. So once we have that talk, then I have some fitness tests that I would like you to go in before we get started, just to know that your physically and your cardiovascular health is good, and you're in good shape to get started, and then it will give me a good idea what kind of exercises your body is ready to take on. Yeah, so I'm going to be sharing some fitness tests, and definitely we are going to discuss about your goals.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, okay, so Christy, let's start. Can you just share a little bit about your occupation and your general lifestyle?
Okay, I'm a duty manager at Aberdeen Sports Village. I work shifts, usually a week of early shifts and a week of late shifts. If I'm working an early shift, I start at 5:45 in the morning and I finish at about 2 or half 2 in the afternoon. If I work a week of late shifts, I'll start at about 2 in the afternoon. I'll finish at 11:15 at night. And then I work one in every 3 weekends on top of that as well. Working at a sports facility, I'm very active. I'm on my feet a lot of the time. I'm helping my ops team with setups or events that we're holding. So I am on my feet quite a lot, and then I use our gym at Abbey Sports Village as well, straight after my shift. Most days when I'm working, I just go straight to the gym after, or I come in early and go to the gym before my shifts.
Great. That's so great to know, Christy. You are right in the environment and there's so much going on around you all the time. And it's so great to know. But yes, I do hear you that your shift timings are something
Mhm.
which can be a bit of a thing to deal with. So
Yeah.
that's great to know. Thanks for that, Christy. So any hobbies other than your work is something you like to engage in?
Yeah, my hobbies are just really going to the gym and maybe doing some outdoorsy things at weekends when I'm off, maybe going for hikes or something. So quite active and outdoorsy hobbies I have.
Perfect. That's so amazing. And your hobbies itself are so physically engaging and
Mhm.
get you going. That's great. Thanks for that. Okay. Christy, is there any physical activity you're currently doing? You did mention that you go to the gym after work. So can you just tell me that how much time are you able to spare for that and any other form of physical activity you are engaged in currently?
Yeah, so if I'm on an early shift, I really have all the time that I need. I mean, we're open till 10:30 at night, so I have really from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till 10:30 at night to get a workout done. My workouts are I try and prioritize 2 strength training sessions a week, and then a combination of accessory kind of upper body, full body stuff, and functional workout kind of stuff for my other sessions. If I get my 2 strength sessions for the week done. Um, I find it more difficult to go to the gym when I'm on a late shift because I live half an hour away, so I have to factor in traveling to the gym and then having enough time to get ready for work and starting my late shift afterwards. So I am quite pushed for time when I am working my late shifts. But when I'm on week of earlies, I'm all good. But then when I'm on lates, I don't have much time. And then when I work a weekend, I work an open till close. So that's 7:45, sorry, till 5:45. So I don't have any time to go to the gym when I work weekends because I'm working the whole time the facility is open. So
Interesting.
um
Okay.
yeah, preferably not any workouts at weekends. And plus I like to see friends and do other things at weekends. So preferably no gym sessions on weekends.
Absolutely. You need that time off because you're all the time in the gym.
Yeah, oh yeah, I literally am. Yeah, it's my
You are.
workplace and my hobby place too.
Okay, okay. Great. That's interesting. Yes, I do see where you're coming from on the bit of the late shifts there, but yeah, that's great. You're all the time on your toes, so you're all the time active. So that's really great, Christy. Okay, so now, Christy, now if you would like to make these changes, that you want to get, like you shared your goals in our initial talks about getting more strength in your upper body and strengthening your core. What do you think can be the possible barriers or challenges in getting these goals for you?
Yeah, so I think when I'm on my week of late, a barrier would be timing for having enough time to work out. Um, And also, I guess when I'm on my week of earlies, a barrier would be the energy that I have actually to work out after my shift. I mentioned I live half an hour away, so I'm up at 4:30 in the morning, and then I finish my shift at 2 or half 2 in the afternoon, and then we only get a half an hour break on our shifts as well. So um, I do normally take a ten minute here and there for snacks and stuff. So I do get by, it's not an issue. But it's probably the energy levels on my week of earlies and then the time constraints on my week of lates are probably the barriers for me. Um, yeah, that would be the only 2 barriers I can think of that would stop me from being able to work out or complete a session.
Absolutely. I hear you there, Christy. I'm waking up at 4:30 and driving to work and then coming back. Hats off to you. You are, still um, thinking of making this change. That's really great. And
Mhm.
because I myself as a stay-at-home mom and I lack energy, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sometimes to, get myself going, but okay, so time and energy and the travel to work, these can be real things to be looked into, but we will work around it. That's absolutely what we are here for. Okay, so Christy, so what do you think can be a good strategy to deal with these barriers, in the sense that if you like to start workout more in the gym, what likely changes can you think we can bring about?
Um, I would say um, maybe if you could program some shorter sessions for me on my week of lates, so I can get into the gym and get out quite fast. So I'm not spending a lot of time in there, and I'm not also late for work. Um, and then in terms of changes or ways of coping with my early shifts, I think I'm pretty solid for my early shifts. It's not really an issue for me. I will just have to make sure that I fuel myself properly before I do a workout. So in terms of working out on my early shifts, I'm happy to follow whatever it is you program for me. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, so Christy, if you mentioned about that you generally go to the gym during your late shifts after your work is done. How many times do you see yourself going to the gym regularly? Like you can make it to the gym, say 2 times, 3 times a week. You mentioned that
Um,
you already are doing strength training twice. So would you like to continue with that much frequency, or you are open to having a little more time?
so my two strength sessions just now are predominantly lower body. So I focus on a really kind of heavy squat and a medium kind of deadlift in those sessions. So I'd maybe like to add in, because one of my goals was to strengthen my upper body as well, so and my core. So I'd maybe like to add in an extra strength session, just dedicated to my goals, which are strengthening my upper body and my core. So I'm happy to continue doing my lower body sessions just now, and would like it if you would help me with my upper body as well.
Okay. Okay, I get that. That's great. Okay, so that's great, Christy. There's so much going on, and still you would like to take this extra step to make these changes and get fitter. That's great. Okay, so I do, just to summarize, Christy, what you've just shared with me, that your goals as of now to bring in this positive change is work on your upper body, strengthen that, and along with that, strengthen your core. You're already working on your lower body, so which is great. And possible the what things we need to work around is your time and energy components, because definitely you are working on a shift, and this time is a big concern, and when you have time, energy is a concern. So I'm going to work around this and get this sorted for you and make a plan which can best suit your work commitments, plus give you a little bit of energy and time to get started on this program. Okay, so Christy, so thank you so much for sharing all this, information with me regarding your lifestyle and your work and your aspirations. So now we will move on to your goals. Like you mentioned, you would like to work on your upper body and strengthen your core.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, so as of now, Christy, how confident are you, in the sense what is your current fitness level of your upper body? So for this I will be giving you a fitness test. Okay, so this fitness test is called a push-up test. Okay, uh, here I would like you to perform your push-ups up to a 1 minute time and see how many push-ups you can do without compromising on the technique. Yeah, so
Okay.
that will tell me your upper body fitness levels as of now. After that, we will get into a step test, which is generally to see your overall fitness levels of your body, which will be stepping onto a stool of a decent height up to a time of 6 minutes. So that will give me your cardiovascular fitness levels. And from there, I will be able to understand your the right way to start your program. So that is what we're going to go. And once I have an idea of your fitness levels, I'm going to make your program and break them down into short-term goals, which will be up to 1 month we are going to work on, then move on to medium-term goals, which will be from the period of 2 to 3 months, and long-term goals will be 3 months and beyond. How does that sound to you, Christy?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Great. So mostly short term, we will start. Basically, what I'm going to do is we'll start with the upper body. We are going to the upper body. I will just this little bit extra information for you, Christy, but just to share with you on the upper body strength, we have a lot of triceps, biceps, our shoulders, our chest muscles, the back, the latimus dorsi muscles, which we call. So I'm going to be to strengthen this. I'm going to be making a program more based on resistance machines. So are you comfortable doing weights and machines, Christy?
Yeah, I am. I use those for my lower body sessions. So yeah, if you're able to show me the right technique for my upper body, I'm happy to use weights for that.
Perfect. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. And
Perfect.
regarding your core strength, Christy, so the core strength, as you know, is basically, the middle section of the body. It has your
Yeah.
pelvic floor muscles, the spiny, the side, the internal, external obliques, in the side of the hip. So our abs, of course. So these are this part of the body is good with a lot of body weight exercises like mountain climbers and Russian twists and planks. Would you be happy performing these exercises as well?
Yeah, I would. That sounds good.
Great. Okay, then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a program for you done up, and if I will share with you, feel free to let me know what is it you would enjoy to do more and what is it that you're not happy to do. So we will be flexible as we go along the program. And if there's something which interests you more, we can bring that up, and we can bring up the intensity, bring up the weights, bring up the reps, and we will work towards getting your goals, achieving your goals for you. And we'll be flexible and make adjustments along the way as you feel good. How does this sound to you, Christy?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm excited to get started now. Yeah, sounds good.
That's great, Christy. So, this is all I wanted to discuss with you today, Christy. Is there any question you have for me before we close for today?
Um, I don't think so. How long will I be training with you for? Like, how long will my kind of blocks last?
Okay, so for now, I will be working with you for a period of 3 months, and we will break them down into three small blocks of 1 month, 2 to 3 months, and 3 months and beyond. And if you would still like me to work with you beyond that, I will be more than happy to. And
Perfect.
I will be devising this program for you. And whenever you come in, I will be there to take you through the program. I'll be with you performing, helping you understand the exercises. So we see how much we can meet during the week, 2 to 3 times, like you mentioned. And yeah, that's how we're going to get started. And we will see if your frequency increases, you want to come in more. I'm happy to work that with you as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
That's great, Christy. And I'm sorry, I think in the start I forgot to mention that my name is Neha, and I am a certified personal trainer for this. And it's great to work with you and getting started.
That's okay. I think you mentioned that already. I remember it. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, Christy, it was great to have you and have this little chat. I'm really excited, and I'm going to see you soon with your program. And yeah, and I'm going to book you in for a fitness test as well.
Okay,
Um,
perfect.
yeah, so we are
Okay,
going to have that before we get started. Okay, Christy, so I
perfect.
wish you a good weekend
Thank
ahead,
you.
and
You
I'll
too.
see you.
See you
Okay.
later.
So just start when you're ready.
Okay. Um, Hi Neha, I'm Christy. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming today. And before we do anything, I just want to introduce myself and what my role is going to be today. Welcome to the gym. I'm one of the PTs here, and it's going to be my responsibility to take you through a session in a really calm and informed way. Um, We don't have any planned fire evacuations today, so if the fire alarm does go off, I will lead you to the nearest fire exit. Just to let you know, they're all clearly marked in the four corners of the gym, which you will be able to see around you just now. I am first aid trained, and the nearest phone is at reception, and there is a defib at reception as well, just for your information. My job will be to signpost you today anywhere that you might need. For example, when we go through some questions, I may need to signpost you to another professional, such as a GP or a dietitian, or anything else that you feel that you would like more information on that I don't specialise in, such as a physio or maybe a sports massage. If you want, I can signpost you there too. I'll break down today's session with you, Nia. The purpose of today is to tailor make you a plan that is going to be bespoke to you. Okay, so we're going to look at your goals and any constraints or barriers that you may have that we will work around to really get the most out of your gym experience and to help you achieve your goals that we'll discuss later on. In today's session, I'm going to get you to complete a PAR-Q that you'll answer just some questions that will determine if it is safe for you to exercise today and going forward with me. I'm also going to take some measurements from you if that's okay. And those just inform both of us of where your starting points are and where we can begin ticking off your goals. Okay, we'll also refer back to these measurements as we go along, just as a form of helping you track progress and also potentially altering our plan if you improve much faster than we anticipate or if you're needing a little bit of extra help along the way. Okay. Have you got any questions so far about anything that I've mentioned already?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just go through your PAR-Q with you just now. I've just got some questions right here. Okay, so has your doctor ever said that you have a heart condition and that you should do physical activity recommended only by a doctor?
No,
Okay, perfect. Do you feel pain in your chest when you do physical activity?
no,
Okay, good. In the past month, have you had chest pain when you were not doing physical activity?
no,
Okay, good. Do you lose your balance because of dizziness or do you ever lose consciousness?
no,
Do you have a bone or joint problem, for example, your back, your knees, your hips, that could be made worse by a change in your physical activity levels?
no,
Okay, perfect. Is your doctor currently providing drugs, for example, water pills for your blood pressure or heart conditions?
no,
Okay, good. Do you know of any other reason why you should not do physical activity?
no.
Okay, that's perfect. So I'll just hand you your PAR-Q and I'll get you to sign right here. Okay. I'm also going to do a bit of a risk stratification with you, Nia. It's really important that when we're undertaking any form of exercise, that we make sure that whoever is participating is completely safe for exercise. So on top of your PAR-Q, which indicates that you are completely safe, I'm just going to ask you just a couple more questions just to for peace of mind for myself and you that we can begin working on your sessions after today. Okay.
Yep.
First of all, have you got any known conditions, excuse me, that are things like cardiovascular disease, stroke, asthma, diabetes, or cystic fibrosis?
Not that I know of.
Perfect, good. Second question is, if there's any signs or symptoms, do you get any pain or discomfort or shortness of breath when you do mild exercise or any dizziness?
No,
Okay, perfect. And just one last thing, do you have a family history that I should be aware of, or do you smoke, or have you found out from your doctor that you are pre-diabetic?
no. Family history is okay. My father has a slight heart condition, but that's all. Nothing else. I don't smoke. I
Okay,
don't drink. Yeah.
okay, okay, that's perfect. So, those questions answering all no in your PAR-Q and the answers you've just given me indicate that you are a very low risk. So you're cleared to do any unsupervised exercises in your program, obviously guided by myself and supported by myself. But you are cleared to do unsupervised exercise without an aid or somebody there making sure that you're okay.
Great.
Have you got any questions about anything I've asked so far, or do you want to look over your PAR-Q again?
No, I'm good. I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Right, let's go down to the more exciting things and why you're here. Why are you here today, Nia? And what are your goals that I can help you work towards and achieve?
Okay, so I would like to get more fitter. I'm currently a stay-at-home mom for two kids who are
Oh,
still in the
wow.
primary school. So I wouldn't say I have the time, but this is the time because I'm not working that I have some time which I want to, use to get fitter and definitely feel good.
Yeah,
Uh,
perfect. While the
I'm
kids are at school, you get some me time to go to the gym.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
I'm just entered my 40s. I'm 41. And yeah, I think it's you how it is for the later, a lot of changes are happening in the body and I can feel
Hmm.
them. So as of now, Christy, I would like you to help me guide through building a strengthening core
Yeah,
and
okay.
upper body fitness.
Okay, right. So perfect. So your main focuses are strengthening your core, strengthening your upper body, and feeling a bit fitter and healthier all round. Would that be correct?
Yep,
Okay,
absolutely.
perfect. So, the clear motivator for you, I can tell, is that you want to look good and feel good, and potentially just get a bit stronger as well. Nia, do you have any previous experience training in a gym? Have you ever seen a PT before, and have you ever followed any kind of fitness program before?
So no to that. I've never been into any fitness program, never worked with a PT, but yes, I'm not new to the gym. I do go to the gym twice a week and I do my rows. I'm just all around the gym. Whatever I feel like, I just go. So I'm not very structured because I don't know
Okay,
much about it. So I'll just sit on the rower. I will just lift some weights. I'll just do some pull up, lat pulls, and I'll feel happy and I'm out. But I love cardiovascular, so I do a lot of runs and
okay,
walks. Yeah, I'm like to work outdoors, but I know now I need to, strengthen because I feel a lot of aches and pains in my body. So yeah,
okay.
so yeah, that's what I
That's
keep doing. Yeah.
yeah, brilliant. So you've got a base of understanding of a gym as well. So when we walk in for the first time, you're not going to be intimidated or feeling lost, which is great. And it sounds as if you live a very active and fit and healthy lifestyle anyway. And being a mum, you'll be very active and off your feet all the time, I can imagine. And yeah, to be able to make time for running and going to the gym, it sounds as if what we need to work on is a structured program for yourself and just putting things together and grouping these muscle groups together so that you're not walking in and just going to the first machine that you see or picking up the first weights you see and just doing the first exercise you can think of. Okay, so that's a great start. That you're not a beginner in my eyes. That you've got a base of understanding of working out already. So I think we'll just work together, Nia, on coming up with a structured and specific program for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, in terms of, so I like our goals to be quite specific, okay? So you've got a clear goal in mind, and I have a clear goal, and I can see your progress and help you achieve these goals, okay? So you mentioned already that you want to strengthen your upper body. Have you got any, specific goals in mind? Would you like to be able to do a pull-up or 5 pull-ups, or would you like to be able to do a bench press or hit a weight target for your bench press? Or anything else? Any other goals you have for your upper body?
Yeah, in fact, I really, like you mentioned, I want to be able to do pull-ups because I cannot do a pull-up.
Okay.
And I am aiming to do at least 5 pull-ups.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. That's brilliant. Yeah, that's a good goal to have. Perfect. You also mentioned that you want to strengthen your core. So, through these exercises that you'll be doing, you might think that, oh, I'm only working my upper body or I'm only working my lower body, but your core actually plays a part in almost everything you do. You might surprise yourself on how strong your core actually is with your healthy lifestyle, picking up your kids or even, taking meals over, whatever. Your core plays a massive part in stabilizing yourself and keeping you strong throughout your day-to-day activities. So you might surprise yourself with how strong your core is. And also when we do work out, your core keeps you tight for your pull-ups. You need to have a very stable and steady core. And then obviously when you're going for runs as well, your core will be activated and keeping yourself upright in a good running position. So you might surprise yourself, but we'll definitely, through working on your upper body, you'll also be simultaneously and unconsciously working on your core as well. But I will add in some core specific exercises for you at the end of your sessions, just so you've got peace of mind that you are working your core specifically, okay, and working towards that goal of a stronger core. Okay, perfect. In terms of getting a bit fitter, you've mentioned and feeling a bit healthier. Do you have any goals for being fitter? Have you got any maybe running events coming up that you want to train for, or do you just want to feel overall healthier and fitter? Do you have any fitness goals?
Nothing specific, but yes, I would love to do a 5 kilometer run in
Okay.
decent time, which I used to do. But as of now, I'm not doing a lot of long distance running. But
Okay.
yeah, generally be able to, if I decide to do, then I should be able to do so to keep my legs fitter. So it's
Okay.
basically overall fitness. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Do you have a time frame that you want to achieve these goals by? I'm going to make you a specific 12-week program. So for me, that's going to be the time frame that we'll work from. But if you have anything else, a deadline coming up, maybe you've got a holiday coming up, or you'll maybe sign up to a 5K. Do you have any specific dates in mind that we will have to work towards?
No specific this thing coming up, Christy, events or
Okay.
anything. Yeah, 12 weeks sounds just great.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay. Okay, right. So now that we've got some of your goals written down, I did mention before that we're going to take some measurements from you today, Nia, if that's okay. What I've got in mind is we're just gonna I'll take your height and your weight, and from that I'll calculate your body mass index, your BMI, and then we'll look at the ratio for that and figure out where you are on the scale. You look fit and healthy, so I'm sure you'll be all right. But it's just for just to get some measurements down alongside your goals. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay.
Perfect. So we'll just take your height now. That is 170 centimeters. You're taller than me. And then we'll just take your weight just now, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. You are 64 kilos. So from that, I'm just going to calculate your BMI, which on the scale I can see is 22.1, which lands you slap bang in the middle of healthy and a normal range. So that's perfect. That's great to know. I'm also going to take your blood pressure just now. Okay.
Yeah.
Might feel a bit funny, so if it's uncomfortable, you can ask me to stop and I'll take it off for you. But it should be okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I'm going to take it 3 times, Nia, and I'm going to take the average from all 3 times that I've taken it. Okay, so I'll just do your second one just now,
Okay.
and then I'll just do your third one just now. Okay, perfect. I can see you've got 120 over 80, which again lands you in the healthy range. So that is perfect. That gives me peace of mind and you that we are good to go and start working towards your specific goals of strengthening your upper body, your core, and getting a bit fitter and feeling healthier.
Oh, great. That sounds good, Christy.
Okay, perfect. So how are we going to measure your goals, Nia? Through following this plan, you're going to get fitter and healthier overall anyway. But well, first of all, the data we've just taken, I'm going to keep it locked away and in a safe place, so that no one else will see it. It'll just be for you and I, and it'll be an indicator of progress as we move on. For a couple of fitness tests to work out kind of where you are, I'm going to recommend, based on your goals, that we're going to do a 60-second push-up test, and that is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to do push-ups for 1 minute, holding good form and technique. And yeah, from there we'll be able to get a base of your upper body strength, and then we're going to repeat that halfway through your block with me. So at the 6-week mark, we'll repeat it just to see your progress for the first 6 weeks, and I'll have a look at your plan, and we may need to alter your plan or keep doing what we're doing if you're improving, and then again I'll assess it at the 12-week mark as well. So in terms of you want to do one pull-up, we could maybe make another goal to keep you going and stop you getting a bit bored with your plan. I'm going to set you a second goal myself of progressing maybe 5 extra push-ups in this 12-week block. Okay, Nia. So we'll do a push-up test first of all, and then at the 12-week mark, I'm going to set you a goal of adding on 5 push-up reps to your original score. How does that sound?
Oh yeah, I would love
Okay.
to do that. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Also, okay, for your second fitness test, Nia, I'm going to recommend that you do a step-up test. So what that is going to consist of is stepping up onto about a 12-inch block and stepping back down for about 3 minutes, okay? And after those 3 minutes, we're just going to take your heart rate, and as we progress, again, I'll test you again at the 6-week mark and the 12-week mark. What we should see is as you're feeling fitter and healthier, your heart rate should decrease each time that we test this. Okay, and for us, that'll be a good indicator of you getting fitter and feeling fitter and healthier. So if you don't have your 10K or 5K signed up, you still have that goal of getting fitter. So when we do these additional testing, your heart rate we should see a decrease in your heart rate after those. How does that sound?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to break your plan into 3 blocks, sorry. So that from week 1 to 4, from 5 to 8, and then from 9 to 12. Okay, Nia. So I'm going to go away and come up with a plan to measure some short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals for you. And we've discussed a couple already with your decreasing your heart rate and upping your what was I going to say? Your push-ups, that was it. So I'm going to go away now and construct a plan for you that's going to take into account everything we've spoken to today. You did mention before that you're a busy mum. I'm going to presume you're going to go to the gym when they're at school. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of timing then, when are they away at school from?
Sorry. They're away. Okay, so they're away from 9 to 3.
Okay, perfect.
Mornings. Yeah, I have the
Okay.
mornings usually. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. 9 till 3. Okay, great. So, in terms, that's great. Okay, so you've got time for the gym. Is there any other barriers or anything I should be aware of that might stop you or prohibit you from completing your sessions that I'm going to make for you?
No, my only barrier is time, and sometimes, yeah, it's basically time and energy, which sometimes, gets me not to go to the gym. But yeah, mostly that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's good to know. Okay, I think I have everything I need from this consultation today, Nia. I've asked you a lot of questions today. Do you have any questions that you want to turn around and ask me about anything we covered today?
No, I think I generally do understand what you have in mind for me, and yeah, you got my goals. Yeah, nothing. So, you are going to design a lot of resistance machines for me, and what kind of exercises will I be doing, Christy? I'm just excited to know.
Yeah, perfect. So your goal was to strengthen your upper body and your core. So we'll do a lot of upper body exercises, especially if you want to improve your pull-ups. So that'll be a lot of pull down movements such as lat pull downs for your lats here, and a lot of back movements. You need a really strong back to be able to do your pull-ups, and also a really strong core. So we'll work on your back as well. Overall upper body, so maybe some shoulder press, some lat raises. You've probably done these before if you've got a good understanding of the gym, but I'll just go through with you, make sure that you've got a good technique, you've got an understanding of how the movement flows and where you're meant to feel everything. And then in terms of your core as well, we'll do some, although I mentioned you'll be using your core already in these exercises, I'll do some core circuits with you at the end of your session. So that might be some Russian twists, some planks, some med ball slams, all that fun stuff. But don't worry about that. I will go through it all with you. And if you've got any questions, feel free to come in and speak to me about it. Okay. You also mentioned that, yeah, you want to get a bit fitter. So you mentioned that you haven't done any running. Did you mention you haven't done much running recently?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I think we'll start off just the first 1 to 4 weeks. We'll just start off with some steady treadmill walking. If you want to progress to run, that's fine, but nothing to push you out of your comfort zone or to scare you in these initial 4 weeks. Okay, it'll just be long, steady, just 20 minutes at the start or the end of your session, whatever works for you. Just so you've got a good aerobic base to build on for your later weeks. We'll progress to maybe some intervals or some fartlek training. So really raising your heart rate and getting you to run faster and slower, and then up your tempo and lower it again. Okay, so you'll be running 5K in no time, I'm sure of it.
I'm excited. That sounds great, Christy.
Okay, perfect. If you've got any more questions for me, then I will see you next Monday morning in the gym.
Yeah, can't wait.
Perfect.
Thanks so much.